I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
He wanna fuck for keeps and I can't fuck if he cheat. Period. Hold on. Let a nigga hit one time, now he buying Patty for leap. Rich nigga, good dick. I gave him acid. Gucci purse and a patty off of pussy power, now that's pushing P. Good credit, long hair, pretty skin, pussy way better.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to IambeautifulhustlerTv. We are back with another video, SlayS Series 3 Episode 2, and today's hair is sponsored by Ashimary Hair, y'all. They sent me the good stuff, okay, the raw stuff. We got some HD caps, edge brush, lashes, melt band, a bonnet. They gave your girl a matching robe, which I will be running this video, razor comb, and of course we have a 13 by 6 28-inch straight lace. Okay, y'all, the hair is so soft, and we have some good nice parting space for this 13 by 6. Like I said, y'all, it's a 28-inch. As you can see, the hairline is very nice. The hair is so pretty. It's super soft, and I'm gonna show you guys how I transformed this wig from 613 to this beautiful blue color combination, and I used 4 bottles of sky blue, you guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys how I colored the wig, and I took 1 bottle of my sky blue, put it in my little dye bowl, and as you can see, I have all of the lace sectioned off in the back of the wig. So I went ahead and parted all of the wig in the back away, because I'm going to water dye the whole back part, but for this front part I am going to paint the color on, because I want to leave like the front, well, it's a little more than roots, like about 3 inches of the color blue, and the rest of it I'm going to purple shampoo it to make it like a nice grayish ashy blonde color. So I'm just going to apply this sky blue on like 3 inches of the hair on the whole front lace part. And the reason why I'm doing this by hand, because I want to be very careful not to stain any lace. So I'm just going to hand paint on all of this color only for the frontal part of the wig, and in the back of the wig I will water dye it, which you guys will see later on in this video. And all I'm doing is just grabbing little sections and just, brushing that color onto the hair. And I'm also taking my comb and just combing through it as well. And you want to be mindful of not making it such a straight line towards the end. You kind of want to make it jagged. So when I do, add the purple shampoo to the blonde part, it will be able to be like a nice transition into the color. You do not want to create you a line of demarcation in your hair where it looks all lined up and choppy. You just want everything to, flow and smooth and transition very nicely. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish applying the color onto the front of the lace, and then I'm going to show you guys the other side that I did, and then we'll move on to the water dyeing process. And I completed this whole section here in the front. I'm just combing everything you know, out so it's, you know, nice and just saturated in the hair and nothing is like matted up or nappy or anything. And I am going to do the other side off camera, but I'm going to show you guys what it looked like once I finish, and then we'll move on to the water dyeing method, which is pretty simple. I'm just going to take the remaining bottles of that dye and I'm going to pour it into the water and just dip the wig without letting the whole thing get into it, which I will show you guys in a few seconds. So I'm just rinsing out that color. As you can see, I still have that blonde in my hand. But what I'm going to do for the next step is I'm going to take that purple shampoo and I'm going to put that purple shampoo all over that blonde area, because I want the purple shampoo by itself to tone that blonde hair up and make it as silvery gray as possible. So you see I took that purple shampoo, just lathered in between my hands, and I'm going to apply it everywhere where that blonde is. And then I'm going to actually go in with some more and really get it up in there. But do not let that color sit in one spot. I did not want to stain it purple, so that's why I really kept lathering it up as good as possible and as quick as possible. And once you really let that purple shampoo sit on there, it should turn your hair like a really nice ashy blonde, like a grayish color tone, and that's exactly what I wanted. I did not want to go buy no gray dye and do that part, because y'all know sometimes with the gray dye it makes the hair look purple in that area, and I just didn't want to go through that headache. So I just used the purple shampoo by itself to tone it so good that it gives off that nice little blondish silverish color. And then I'm going to go ahead and rinse everything completely out and blow dry the wig, and this is what it looks like. You guys can see what this is exactly what I was going for, like exactly what I was going for. Like that whole top part where I left the ends blonde is giving me that nice little silvery look, just like I wanted. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-style the wig before putting it onto my head. But I just want y'all to get into the color, honey. Y'all see this wig is giving nice and full, super soft. Like the wig is everything, okay? Make sure you guys check out the description details down below on to get this unit, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and pre-style this wig up, so when I put it in my head, all I gotta do is just install it and do the finishing touches. And moving right along to part two, we're gonna get into the pre-styling, okay? And we're gonna call this color like icy blue or blue ice. Ooh, cute. Those are cute. Both are cute. But it'll be in the title either way it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and pre-style this wig up by going ahead and just like creating my curved part, flat ironing, well not flat ironing, hot combing the hair to the back because I'm going to do a ponytail, and just pulling out my baby hair sections on both sides and just plaiting them out the way. That way we can section everything off. And I'm also going to pre-slick my ponytail too. Honestly, y'all, I was real nervous about doing this on a mannequin, not on my actual head, because I was like, what if I have to cut a lot of the lace off? So what I end up doing before I actually pre-styled the wig is I put the wig on my head and I cut off the extra lace that I needed to beforehand, so I know exactly where the wig is going to lay. And once I did that, I felt more comfortable with, you know, pre-styling the wig and doing a ponytail. But I'm just going to section off the baby hairs, as I mentioned, hot comb everything back. I am going to flat iron the wig completely off camera, but I will show you guys how I section off the top part where my bang is going to be, and also how I created my ponytail. And I'm just hot combing up this little semi-circle area that I have right here, because that will be for my bang later. And now I'm going to pull out my sideburn on the other side. I'm using my Glam wax stick, adding a wax stick and hot combing, just sweeping everything out around the top. And once again, like I said, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and flat iron the whole wig off camera, and then do my ponytail and my little, stretched out French braid in the back of the wig as well, and secure with the rubber band. And now I'm just sectioning off the area from the front to the back. Now, mind you guys, this is a regular lace front wig, but it's a 13x6. So I do have all that parting space in the back. So when it comes to doing this whole ponytail look today, I am going to just kind of like, finesse it a little bit. So it just looks, like I could have parted it all the way. Or to give off that effect that it could possibly be a full lace or whatever. But yeah, I'm just going to sleek the top part up into a nice little ponytail, like a nice little straight back ponytail. And then I'm going to secure that with a rubber band, create my plait, stretch it out, secure that with a rubber band, and then we're going to get on into the installation. And y'all see I pressed the hair out. It is so pretty straight. But now we're just going to take a little bit of that holding spray and just mold the hair back. Comb it through, make it nice and sleek and, clean. And then secure it with the rubber band and do my plait. And you guys will see the rest from there. So I'm just going to let you guys sit back, relax, and watch. And then just stay tuned for part 3, which is the installation. y'all see the ponytail is coming together real cute or whatever, trying to get it nice and sleek and neat. And then we're gonna plait it up. And I just can't wait for the install because that's like my favorite part, period. Because y'all know we're gonna give scalp, because what else will we give on this channel, period. It's time for part 3, which is the actual install. So as you guys are seeing in the before clips, I did kind of like pre-style it before putting it on my head, and this make my process so much easier and quicker when it comes to the actual installation. So I went ahead and put the wig onto my head, and you know I gotta match it up on both sides because I did pre-cut the extra lace from around my ears before I styled the wig, just to kind of get an idea of where my wig is going to lay and what I would have to, you know, cut off or keep. But for the most part, we're going to keep the entire the entire hairline, excuse me, y'all, and just only cut off like a little tiny piece around the front. But nevertheless, I'm going to go in with my Ruby Kisses foundation, and I'm using level 16, a mixture of both of those colors inside that palette so we could get the perfect blend and melt for my hairline. And then I'm going to go ahead and place the wig on my head and add 3 layers of my lace matte adhesive. And now that my layers are clear, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and place my wig right into the glue. And I'm going to start with the left side of my head first, just making sure I lay it exactly where it needs to go. Add a little firm press with the fingertips, and then go ahead and stretch the wig out to the other side and repeat those same steps. Then I will go in with my rat tail comb and just comb that lace in, and then blow dry it on the heat setting and tie it down with the melt belt. And everything is tacked down as it should be, and definitely given scalp as it should as well. So now what I'm going to do now is take my Eben holding spray, and I'm going to tap that across my finger. Well, I'm going to spray it on my finger and then tap it across my hairline. But before we do that, this is the install before the second melt process. As you can see, it's already giving scalp, like it's already melted. But y'all know we're gonna go in and do like that double melt to give like that extra fresh out of the scalp look. So I'm just taking that holding spray, tapping it across my fingers, tapping it across the lace, and then I'm gonna tie that melt bell down once again and remove it and show you guys the final melt. And I'm just going to swoop that baby hair in until I get my desired look. Just keeping it nice and full. I didn't want it too thin because I did pull out a little bit more than normal than I normally would. But it all worked out in the end. It swooped exactly like I wanted it to go. So that was perfectly fine. And then do the same thing for the sideburn area on both sides. So I went ahead and put on my black dress and curled the hair up and give you guys a 360. Y'all remember I did a little braid. I try to keep it a little chunky and cute. Curled the end up, pulled the hair to the front. And I actually did slow down the back of my wig a little bit, y'all, today. Just so I could lay down like really nice and flat, especially because I pre-did like the ponytail on the mannequin out of my actual head. But before we finish, I know we got to go in and conceal that part, because what's a laid wig without a clean part? And that's just on period. So taking that Ruby Kisses foundation, that same palette that I use for my wig, and just concealing up that part, going around. Take your time, because if you mess it up, that's just what it is, okay? So I'm taking my time going around my whole little parting area, getting it nice, bold, and clean. And then we're going to just do a little finishing touches, and stay tuned for the finishing videos.